Who is the winner in a battle, Cosmic Armor Superman or Knull, the God of Symbiotes? The confrontation between Cosmic Armor Superman Cass and Knull, the God of Symbiotes, is a battle between two entities with extraordinary power in the universe. Cosmic Armor Superman is a superior version of Superman created to deal with cosmic-level threats. With supernatural abilities and a divine armor that helps him overcome all limitations, Cass can not only stand against entities with infinite power but also manipulate space and time. On the other hand, Knull, the god who rules over the symbiotes, possesses immense dark power capable of controlling darkness and the life force of beings created by the symbiotes. He has defeated many powerful entities in the Marvel Universe, including gods.Cosmic. Armor Superman holds the upper hand due to his ability to transcend limits and alter the very fabric of the universe's storyline, something Knull cannot do. While Knull is incredibly powerful and can cause massive destruction, his power does not extend to altering the cosmic narrative as Cass can. Before diving deeper into the analysis, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications. Thank you, Knull, an ancient dark entity, has proven his immense strength through many incredible feats. After surviving the Big Bang, a cataclysmic cosmic event, Knull became an almost unstoppable force. In a horrific encounter, he decapitated a Celestial, showcasing his brutal power and terrifying dominance. Not stopping there, Knull nearly killed Silver Surfer, one of the strongest warriors in the Marvel Universe. Another notable accomplishment of Knull is his destruction of several gods' entities not infinite like the Living Tribunal, but comparable to the gods in Norse mythology. These gods, while not overwhelmingly powerful, were still significant enough for Knull to demonstrate his rule and ruthless ability to annihilate. Because of these feats and more, Knull's return, stronger than ever, has allowed him to reach even greater heights, touchily surpassing the boundaries of both low and high universes. He has even decapitated one of the Celestials, suggesting that the higher universes could be within his reach. Superman, with his superior strength and incredible regenerative abilities, can fight God Brainiac without much difficulty. This version of Brainiac has been upgraded to a godlike form, wielding powers far beyond those of his previous incarnations. With these abilities, God Brainiac can perform extremely complex and dangerous tasks, including resetting the entire multiverse. This event refers to the Orrery of Worlds, a cosmic system that Brainiac can control and reshape at will. Notably, God Brainiac can also create super strong shields comparable to Bleed, which connect the different universes. Superman, with his transcendent abilities, is said to be capable of destroying the entire Phantom Zone, a separate dimension outside of the main universe. The Phantom Zone is not just a cosmic prison, but also a vast spatial entity that contains numerous trapped beings, including Superman's most dangerous enemies. The uniqueness of the Phantom Zone lies in the fact that it resides within the sphere of the gods, a divine realm where only entities with power far beyond the normal universe can intervene or exist. This indicates that Superman operates on an outerversal or even outerversal level, transcending the boundaries of normal universes and impacting higher dimensional planes. His scale in relation to the Phantom Zone is consistent with his feats, including his victory over Dominus. Superman faces off against Doomsday in a brutal battle, where the creature is not only an immensely strong being but also a true apocalyptic event. It's a creature with the ability to regenerate and evolve, becoming stronger every time it dies. The battle between Superman and Doomsday rages on, destroying nearly all of Metropolis, with both combatants fighting until they are utterly exhausted. Despite his superior strength, even Wonder Woman or Aquaman could not face Doomsday head-on like Superman could. Ares too is one of the few who could kill Highfather. Yes, the gods themselves are powerful ideas that exist in a platonic world, and they use conceptual weapons which grants the sphere of the gods, the new gods, Wonder Woman, Doomsday, and Superman a measure of superiority beyond the Orrery of Worlds. This apocalyptic event could also shatter the Phantom Zone. Superman has the ability to kill high outerversal beings with ease. He has fought against the collision of New Genesis and Apocalypse. Superman is said to have the power to destroy the sphere of the gods, a realm that contains countless dimensions and layers. He can battle Time Trapper, although Time Trapper can erase all timelines within the multiverse. Superman can also fight Lobo, the same Lobo who killed the new gods. The Crisis on Infinite Earth's Anti-Monitor can contend with the Spectre, enhanced by Phantom Strange, Dr. Fate, and Thunderbolt, an entity from the fifth dimension. Superman's scale in relation to the sphere of the gods and beyond is highly consistent with numerous feats when fighting the new gods. Superman was also able to take Highfather's staff from the source wall, something only he could do, which may include Highfather and other new gods. Superman has also prevented an explosion from destroying the source wall, a structure that includes everything in the multiversal map, including entities like the Monitor Sphere and Limbo. Superman can fight Apex Lex Luthor, who possesses the power of multiversal threads including entities like the Source of God, Speed Force, Emotional Spectrum, etc. Superman has reached an impressive level, but when it comes to Knull. Yes, a pet of Knull cannot be defeated by the hand of Bast. But what's even more terrifying is that Knull doesn't just possess this terrifying destructive power, he also has the ability to influence all creation in the universe. Knull is the origin of the symbiotes, and he can manipulate every aspect of the universe, controlling not only matter but also the minds and wills of the most powerful beings. Knull's power surpasses any force the universe has ever witnessed, making even powerful heroes like Thor and Venom face an unpredictable enemy. Knull stands above all previous events, including the Infinity Gauntlet and the Chaos War. Therefore, he is superior to the classic Infinity Gauntlet, which has been compared to the threat of the Beyonder. Dr. Doom, with the power of the PR Beyonder facing Eternity, is comparable to Eternity of the Seventh Universe facing Captain America. The same molecule man surpasses all cosmic entities at the multiversal level, excluding the living Tribunal. Knull easily defeated Sentry and consumed Void, a powerful entity. While Void possessed enough power to face gods like Doctor Strange, God of Magic, and Loki, Sorcerer Supreme, even Loki himself admitted there was no way they could win. Loki, with his powers, was truly a threat to all 8 universes, capable of destroying everything he saw. Doctor Strange, in his role as God of Magic, draws power from Yggdrasil, the great tree of life, making him more powerful than all the magic he once knew. But in the face of Knull, even gods like Strange and Loki were nothing more than weak pawns in the hands of a great destroyer. Knull is an unprecedented force that the Earth's heroes have faced, including Thor, Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze, King of Hell, and Doctor Strange. Thus, Knull's scale surpasses Black Winter, and even Knull himself has stated that he can fight against Black Winter. Thor has also implied that while he could face Black Winter, he stands no chance against Knull. Moving towards Black Winter, it can casually create Beyonders, indicating that Knull's scale far exceeds theirs. He can also create beings like Surtur, Mangog, Kolbors, and Mephisto, Gore with the true Necrosword at sea, but listing all of them here would be too extensive. Knull has surpassed every threat that Johnny Blaze, King of Hell, and Danny Ketch ever faced, including Zadkiel. Zadkiel, who has the power to fight God, holds a higher position than the ruler of the House of Ideas, and Knull is far beyond the King of Hell. Johnny has no guilt due to the oddity of his situation, but he still struggled against Knull symbiotes. With Cosmic Armor Superman, we need to analyze his feats, the Primal Monitor, the presence, and the purpose of Vertigo Comics, the bleed, and the map of the multiverse. What is the actual multiverse compared to the true Omniverse, Mandrake, and his feats? This occurs just before he even becomes Cass, gaining 4D vision. This is the beginning of the conceptual abilities that Cass would later possess. As Cass, he can observe Limbo from the outside and even raise his hand to it as if he could grasp it. He realizes the true intentions of the Overseers. And his greatest feat, which requires much analysis and makes the process longer, is his defeat of Mandrake. The Primal Monitor is the supreme being standing above all DC fictional works in the pages of comics. The presence, remember, this represents the concept of omnipotent power, non-fictional versus fictional power controlled by the author. The author is the true omnipotent being, and the Primal Monitor represents this. Therefore, it is omnipotent with respect to DC's fictional works in the pages. Now, how does this relate to the presence? Well, they are the same entity. The presence is the physical manifestation of the Primal Monitor, but this only proves my point. No, it doesn't say that he is shaped by the Primal Monitor. It says he is shaped by the author. And we know that the Primal Monitor or Overvoid is defined as the paper the author writes on, completing their ideas with the characters exercising the author's will within the pages. So yes, this only proves my point. Now, what is the purpose of Vertigo Comics? We all know that the Great Evil Beast is the villain in Vertigo Comics. But what is he? He is the darker half of the presence, meaning he is a kind of shadow entity. But what is his purpose? The purpose of Vertigo Comics is to show why DC creation is worthy of preservation. I've never spoken about the character of the presence, but now I will mention it. The character of the presence can be likened to the image of Christ, particularly in the Catholic interpretation. He is selfless, unbound by rules or limitations, and constantly experimenting with his creations. This reflects the core goal of the entire Vertigo Comics universe, to assert the value and importance of creations in the DC world while protecting them from destruction. The existence of the Great Evil Beast in the final event, where the presence merges with it, is part of this process. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't just bind the 52 universes, nor is it the power of 10 billion suns. Bleed is not simply a mass equivalent to 10 billion suns. Even if it is understood as the blood of 52 universes, we can clearly see that bleed cannot merely be 10 billion suns. This is obvious and easy to understand. In fact, 10 billion suns wouldn't even be enough to form a galaxy, so it can't be a unit of measurement for bleed. What bleed truly binds and represents is not just 52 universes. Bleed contains something far more vast and complex, linking entities, dimensions, and realities, extending beyond the limits of separate universes. This is supported by the fact that the second image states that bottled bleed cannot be returned to the microverse or the multiverse. If bleed were truly just the binding force of the multiverse, it could be returned to the multiverse, but it cannot. Therefore, it is clearly much more than that. Then we have the final image. Do you remember how I said that the Primal Monitor and Presence are the same entity? Do you recall how I mentioned they ask the same questions? Look at the final image. Do you see the Presence asking what to do with creation? Now look at the first image. Do you notice the Primal Monitor asking about bleed? The same questions, what to do with it? Vertigo Comics is not a part of the DC canon multiverse, it is its own separate multiverse. By preserving creation, it means it is the entire Omniverse. This is why Bleed is omniversal. As for what the multiverse is, it is the continuity in various timelines, among other things like the Crisis Continuum, Silver Age, etc. As for the Omniverse, in this context, it is the entire DC. The Spectre, a character who once attempted to fight Michael, absorb power from the Source, and force the Anti-Monitor into a stalemate during the Crisis on Infinite Earth's Koi, is considered to be on a nearly equal footing with powerful entities. Even Even Radiant, another strong being, is seen as nearly equal to the Spectre. However, Mandrak Exilius, an ultimate evil god, easily crushed and defeated them. This took place before the final crisis, during a period when many cosmic entities faced enormous challenges. In the battle between these forces, Cosmic Armor Superman Cass declared that while the power of the Spectre and other strong entities was immense, there were still beings stronger than them, such as Mandrak, who surpassed the limits these entities could reach. Dax Novu is the strongest of all the monitors and the oldest among them. His power exceeds even Perpetua, the anti-monitor Marnovu, and even Blackest Night, entities considered to be at the level of power like Perpetua. Dax Novu not only stands above all of these entities in terms of power, but he also possesses the special ability to control and maintain bleed, the space between universes, a crucial and complex area in the DC universe. And note that no one else can hold bleed without assistance. The only being able to do this is the Primal Monitor. The armor created to become enormous, and Mandrak was not that big before Final Crisis. This means he used the energy of the Primal Monitor to empower himself to hold bleed, allowing him to nearly consume and destroy it. Yes, if that doesn't make you acknowledge that Mandrak was planning to destroy the Omniverse, I don't know what will. And this brings us to the final point. For those still confused, it must be understood that both Mandrak and Cosmic Armor Superman Cass do not derive their power from any external resources other than themselves. The Primal Monitor, though a powerful entity, did not intervene in this battle, as he saw it as a test to evaluate the power of other entities. Bleed, the space linking the universes, though crucial for connecting realities, does not provide power continuously. The power of Mandrak and Cass entirely depends on their inherent abilities. Therefore, in the end, Knull easily solos Superman. He far surpasses even those superior entities. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Follow me if you liked it. That's the video for today. Thank you very much.